In this video, we're going to take a look at my commute over to Osaka and what I did on my first day there. I roamed around town, checked out a shrine, went to the Osaka castle and a nearby shrine also. And it was great. I'm a huge fan of the Shinkansen. I woke up on the morning of October 8th and decided I need to get back to Kyoto, but also wanted to visit Osaka. I'd never been to Osaka before, and the weather had cleared up. If you happen to have seen my Kyoto video, my little excursion there was cut short because the weather turned sour, and it was to remain sour for the next few days. So I basically went back to Tokyo, sat out the storm, and then headed back. So this is day one of the trip that included Osaka, and I was there for a few days, and then I went back to Kyoto for a couple days. The ride there was fantastic. I just love watching the Japanese countryside whiz by and the way it changes from metropolis to small town to village to countryside and back again. It's really great. You can see the train station just spotless, utterly clean, and everything's so well organized. Like just the queuing up for the Shinkansen is so well thought out and it works smoothly, it goes quickly. I chose to walk to my hotel from the train station because, in my opinion, it's the best way to see a country. Osaka is the second biggest city in Japan, so it's basically like a mini version of Tokyo. Took about 90 minutes to walk all the way to my hotel, and it was well worth it. I really got to see different parts of the city, including this little back alley. It was really neat. There was like a couple little shrines in there. There was a little wine tasting restaurant over to the side. This is what makes exploration on foot so great. Up ahead was the street I was walking along, and I saw these little flags here, and I was like, ooh, I want to see what's down this street. And I'm so glad I did. It was such a beautiful hike from the train station over to my hotel. This was my first experience in what's called a business hotel. And you don't go there for business, you go there while you're on business. And so you can see the rooms are really, really small, but it's everything I need. It was clean, it was nice, it was quiet. I actually had a great time there, and I think it was about $50 a night, which is a great price to pay for a hotel in the middle of the city. So after settling into my hotel, I set out again on foot with the goal of finding Osaka Castle. And along the way, I ran into this shrine, and I'm so glad I did. So right now, what you're seeing, this is the period when the sun is headed down, but they haven't turned on the lights yet. So it looks really dark and gloomy inside the shrine, but as the video progresses, they bring up the house lights and get a lot better view of the shrine and the surrounding areas. This was also another great little discovery. Like, I literally just stumbled onto this as I was walking to the Osaka Castle, or at least headed in that general direction. And again, with my travel ethos, just sort of, poking my head into every corner to see what I can see, I stumbled upon this place, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It was also very not busy in the evening, so I pretty much had the whole place to myself, which let me explore freely, not have to worry about bumping into anyone or offending anyone, and no one was getting my shots, and it was just great. All these little prayer tiles all over the place were fantastic, and there's more than just this main building. As I walk around just to capture footage and see what I can see, I kept stumbling onto other parts of the temple that were more beautiful and more interesting. I'll put a link in the description to a website for this shrine if you want to learn more about it or even find out where it is so you can go see it for yourself. Highly recommend as a quick stop in to explore on your way to Osaka Castle or if you're in the area. And by the way, I did a lot in Osaka. I was only there a few days, but I saw a lot of stuff. So if you want to learn more about Osaka and see what I see, I highly recommend you click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that when I post my next video, you will know about it. This is one of the little side areas I was telling you about, where I guess there's other shrines in there, other places you can go and make offerings or pray. And I just love it. And it's totally empty. This is the kind of stuff I live for, stumbling on these little hidden gems. I guess it's not really hidden. I mean, it's open to the public, but you know what I mean? Like something that wasn't on my plan for the evening, but ended up just being such a central part of it. And that's one of my favorite things about traveling in general, and especially traveling on foot. Those opportunities of discovery and adventure and excitement and mystery, all of the things I live for. This is one of the main gates to get into the shrine, and now I'm kind of headed towards the exit, and there's some other little things to see right around there. Shooting some colorful B-roll here. It was funny too, because by the time I'd wrapped up, it had shut down, so I sort of slipped out a side gate, and the front gate, as you can see, was all closed up. So I'm headed now over to Osaka Castle. This was actually a really long evening of walking around. The castle and the shrine I was just in weren't really far away, but I kept sort of winding and dodging my way around Osaka, and it just took a long time. And by the time I got there, everything had, of course, closed for the evening, which I knew it would. I actually just wanted this shot in the evening. But I didn't get to go inside until later in my trip. And if that too is of interest to you, you should stick around. But really beautiful views. The city looks absolutely stunning at night, and the castle looks beautiful all lit up. And it's such an iconic piece of Osaka history and Japanese culture in general. More on Osaka Castle later, I promise, in another video. Wandering around, I stumbled upon another shrine right next to the castle, and it too was really beautiful and completely empty, save for a stray cat who makes a brief guest appearance in this video. I kind of wonder, like, what does this look like during the day when it's filled up with tourists? Or just people making offerings and prayers, I don't know. There's some great reference material online and history about this shrine. I'll post a link also in the description to that if you want to learn more. Anyway, I guess the punchline in this video, there's the cat, is that Osaka is a big, beautiful city with a lot of amazing, rich history that can be explored on foot. Speaking of which, I have a whole other video where I explore this very street. In fact, I do a walk through the whole street, so stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you for the next one.